Just lie here a moment and notice that you are already breathing that somewhere while you were settling in. The slow rise and the slow fall had already begun without you. You didn't have to call it up. You didn't have to remember the way of it or find the right moment to start. It was already going, quietly, the way the tide is already moving long before anyone walks down to the water to watch. You can feel it now if you let your attention drift down to it, the small lift somewhere in the chest, the soft settling again afterward. In and out, up and down. Not because you decided just now that it ought to happen, but because it was already happening all on its own while your mind was busy elsewhere. There is something gentle in that. You arrive at the breath the way you might wander into a room where a fire has been burning all evening. Warm already, asking nothing of you. Glad enough that you finally came to sit beside it. So let yourself just sit beside it for a while. There's nothing to do here. You don't have to breathe correctly, or breathe more, or breathe in any particular careful way. You only have to notice, and even the noticing can be loose and unhurried, the way you'd notice rain against a window without ever once trying to count the drops. Follow one round of it now, just one, slow and easy. There is the breath coming in cool, somehow on the way in, drawn quietly through you and down into the chest lifting just a little. A small, slow swelling like a sail catching the softest wind. And then, with no effort at all, the turn at the top, the gentle pause where the breath seems to hang for a heartbeat before it changes its mind. And then the long way back down, warm now. On the way out, warmer than it was coming in, carried up out of the deep of you and let go, out into the dark of the room, out into the quiet, gone. That is all of it, the slow lift, the small, still turn, the long, warm settle. Cool in, warm out. The air goes out of you into the dark and the dark takes it, and a moment later, without your asking, the next breath comes drifting back in. You don't have to chase it. You don't have to reach for it. It returns the way evening returns, on its own time, whether or not anyone is waiting. Notice how the going out is slower than the coming in, how the breath spends itself unhurriedly, like someone who has all night and nowhere to be. There's no rush in it. It isn't trying to get anywhere. It simply rises and lets go and rises again, patient as something that has been doing this for a very, very long time. Which, of course, it has. Because here is the strange and quiet thing, the thing worth lying still and wondering at. You did not begin this tonight. When you lay down, the breath did not wait for permission. It did not pause and ask whether you were ready to take it up. It was already mid-stroke, already halfway through some slow, easy round, the same as it was an hour ago, the same as it was this morning before you were fully awake to notice anything at all. You walked into the evening already breathing, the way you walk into every evening and every morning of your life. Already breathing, always already breathing. The rhythm laid down long before you turned your mind toward it. And you won't have to hold it up either. That's the other half of the mercy. You don't have to keep it going through the night the way you'd have to keep a candle lit, cupping your hand around it, minding it, afraid of the moment your attention slips. You can let your attention slip entirely. You can forget all about it, and in a moment you will, the way you have forgotten it for nearly every minute of your whole life, and it will go on without you, faithfully, exactly as it does now. It does not need you watching. It never has. Think of that softly, not as a thing to figure out, just a thing to rest against. All day long the breath went in and out of you, and you hardly turned to look at it once. Through the morning, through whatever the day asked of you, through every conversation and every small worry and every cup of something warm, under all of it, beneath everything you were thinking about, the breath kept its slow time. You were never the one keeping it. You only borrowed your attention back to it now and then, here and there for a moment, and then wandered off again, and it didn't mind. It never minds. It simply carried on. And it has always been this way. From the very first breath, that first startled drawing in long ago, before you had any words for anything, before you had a single thought to call your own, it began, and it has not truly stopped since. Every moment between then and now, this, while you learned to walk, while you slept in rooms you no longer remember, through every year you can recall, and every year you can't, through all the ordinary forgotten afternoons that make up most of a life, the breath went on underneath, unbroken, unremarkable, faithful as a heartbeat under a hand. The one long, quiet thread running all the way through, from the start of you to this very moment, here in the dark. You have done so many things since that first breath. You've grown and changed and become and unbecome 100 different versions of yourself. The room around you has changed. The years have changed. Almost everything you once knew has softened and slipped away into the past. But this slow rise and slow fall, this has been with you the whole time. It is, perhaps, the oldest thing you do, older than your name, older than any memory you could reach for. The first thing you ever did, and the thing you have done most often, and the thing you have thought about least of all. There is nothing here that needs fixing. That's worth saying again, slowly, because the mind is so used to being handed things to fix. But not this. The breath is not a problem set before you. It is not a task left half done that you must rouse yourself to finish before you're allowed to rest. It is already whole. It is already doing the one thing it knows how to do, doing it well, doing it without a single mistake, and it has needed no help from you to do it. There is nothing here to finish. There is nothing here to solve. There is only this slow tide, already moving, and you, lying still beside it, allowed at last to do nothing. So lie back into it. Let the breath be the floor beneath you, the thing that holds while you let go of everything else. You can set down the day now, all of it, the parts that went well and the parts that didn't, the things said and the things left unsaid. You don't have to carry any of it down into the night. The breath isn't carrying it. The breath only carries air in and out, warm and cool, slow and slower. And it would be glad, I think, to carry you a while too, if you'd let it. Let the breath go on exactly as it is going, and let your watching of it grow softer and looser, until you're not so much following it as floating on it, the way a small boat rides on water it isn't steering. In, out, the lift, the settle, warm out into the dark, cool back in. Nothing to do, nothing to keep, nothing to begin and nothing to end. Just this going on the way it has gone on under everything all along. And as you lie here, letting it, you might find a small, soft question rising, not a worried question, not one that wants answering tonight, just the kind of wondering that drifts up of its own accord when the mind finally slows enough to wonder. Who is doing this? Not you, exactly, you've already seen that. You who forgot it all day and will forget it again in a moment. And yet it goes on. Someone, something, somewhere down in the oldest part of you has been keeping this rhythm faithfully your whole life long, counting it out breath by breath, never once pausing, never once needing you to remember. Through every night you slept clean through, it kept on. Through every hour you never gave it a single thought, it kept on. It's a curious thing to lie here and feel yourself so quietly, so completely cared for by some part of yourself you've never met, some patient keeper minding the slow rise and the slow fall, asking nothing, taking no thanks. simply tending the breath the way the night tends the dark. You don't even know its name. You've never thanked it once. And still it has carried you, breath after breath after breath, all the way to here, to this room, to this quiet, to the soft edge of this sleep. So let your mind drift gently toward that, toward whoever it is, whatever it is, that has kept this going so faithfully while you forgot all about it. There's no hurry to understand. Just let the wondering carry you a little further down, the way one quiet thought leans softly into the next, and let the breath go on as it always has, while you begin to wonder slowly about the one who has been counting it all along. It's a soft thing to think about, that all this while, some quiet part of you has been counting them out, one slow breath after another, and never once asked you to help. Not counting the way you'd count, with numbers, with effort, keeping a tally you might lose. Just keeping them. Just minding them, one after another, the way a slow river keeps its current without ever once being told the way downstream. Because that is the part that's so easy to miss lying here. All those years, all the years you've been alive, every single one of them, and you almost never once had to remember to breathe. Think of how much you've had to remember. Names and faces, where you put things down, what you meant to do tomorrow, the long lists the day hands you and takes back again. So much to hold, so much to keep track of, so much that slipped through anyway. And underneath all of it, this one thing that mattered most of all, this one thing you could not have lived a handful of minutes without, and you never had to remember it at all. Not once. It remembered itself. It just went on. While you were remembering everything else, or forgetting everything else, it went on, quietly, beneath the noise of your remembering. You never had to set it down on a list. You never had to tie a string around your finger so you wouldn't forget to take the next breath. You simply trusted it, without even knowing you were trusting it, the way you trust the floor to be there when you put your foot down in the dark. And if you let yourself drift toward the sheer number of them, not to add them up, never that, just to feel the soft size of it, it's almost more than the mind can hold. Some 20,000 breaths in a day, they say. 20,000, give or take, every single day. Slow rise and slow fall, 20,000 times between one waking and the next, and not one of them on purpose, not one of them decided. 20,000 small tides moving through you, in and out, warm and cool, and you the whole time thinking about other things entirely, or thinking about nothing, or fast asleep and thinking nothing at all. Let that settle for a moment, gently, the way snow settles. 20,000 today, and 20,000 yesterday, and 20,000 the day before that, and the day before that, one back and back, through every day you have ever lived, none of them counted by you, all of them counted somewhere. The number gets so large so quickly that it stops being a number and becomes something softer. Just a kind of vastness, a quiet immensity, all of it spent on you, all of it given freely, none of it ever asked for. And here is the tender part, the part worth lying still with. It did this most faithfully exactly when you were paying the least attention. Through every forgotten afternoon, and a life is mostly forgotten afternoons, isn't it? The ordinary hours that leave no mark. The ones you couldn't describe now if you tried, through all of those, it kept on. The afternoons you can't remember are the very afternoons it was breathing you, steady, unbroken, 20,000. A day spent on hours you would never think to thank it for. And through every night, that's the softest thought of all, maybe, and the right one for now. Through every single night you have ever slept, every one you let go of everything. You let go of the day, you let go of your name, you let go of the whole world and lay down in the dark and stopped completely, paying any attention to anything at all. And it kept on. It didn't wait for you. It didn't wake you to ask whether it should continue. It simply went on breathing you, all night long, hour after dark hour, the slow rise and the slow fall, faithful in the deepest part of your sleep, present in the place you weren't present at all. You woke up still breathing every single morning of your life, and you never once thought of it as a gift, because it had already been given before you opened your eyes. There is something in the oldest part of you that does this. Some ancient, quiet keeper, far down beneath the thinking part, beneath the worrying part, beneath the part of you that makes plans and breaks them. A part older than language. A part that was minding the breath before you had a self to speak of, before you had a single memory, before you knew there was a you at all. It was there at the very beginning, and it has not stepped away from its post for one moment since. And it does its keeping so quietly. That's what undoes me a little, lying here thinking of it. It asks for nothing. It makes no sound. It does not want to be noticed, does not need to be praised, does not tap you on the shoulder to remind you of all it's been doing. It just keeps the rhythm, hour upon hour, year upon year, the way some patient soul might keep a small lamp burning in a window all night long, every night, for years, for someone who has long since stopped looking up to see it. Never once stopping, never once saying, "That's enough now, you take it from here," just minding it, just tending it. The slow rise, the slow fall, on and on. You have slept through nearly all of it. You have looked away for nearly all of it. You have spent your attention on 1,000 other things, most of which are gone now, most of which didn't matter, and the whole time this faithful thing beneath you breathed and breathed and breathed and asked for nothing back. No thanks. It has carried you your whole life and never once waited for your thanks. Think of what it carried you through, all of it. Every hard day and every easy one, every fever you've ever had, every long night you couldn't sleep, and every one you slept like a stone, under all of them, the breath, keeping on. When you were a child and didn't know its name. When you were grown and too busy to wonder. When you were happy and forgot it entirely, and when you were sad and forgot it just the same. It made no difference to its faithfulness whether you noticed or not. It simply carried you, breath by breath by breath, the whole long way, from the very first one to this one, here, now, in the dark, all the way to the soft edge of this sleep. And it isn't a debt. That's worth saying, softly, so the mind doesn't try to make it one. The keeper doesn't want repaying. It never lent the breath at interest, never kept a ledger, never once meant for you to lie awake feeling you owed it something. The faithfulness was free. It is the kind of giving that asks nothing, the kind that would feel almost embarrassed to be thanked, the kind a tired mind can finally just lie back and receive without having to do anything about it at all. You don't have to be grateful tonight. You don't have to do anything. You only have to let yourself be carried the way you have always been carried, whether you knew it or not. So you can let the wondering soften now. You don't have to solve who the keeper is. You don't have to understand the old machinery of it, the deep and patient workings far below your knowing. It's enough, for tonight, just to feel cared for by it, to feel held by something inside you that has never let you fall, that has been steady through every wobble of your whole uneven life, that is steady even now, breathing you while your thoughts grow slow, and your eyes grow heavy, and the room goes soft at its edges. And as you rest there, against that faithfulness, a gentler marvel drifts up beside it, quieter than the first, even kinder. Because this rhythm, this one thing that runs itself so perfectly without you, this tide the keeper has counted out alone for all your life, it is also, strangely, somehow, the one you're allowed to touch. Of all the deep workings down there in the dark of the body, the slow, secret labors you can never reach, this is the single one that will answer if you turn toward it. You can lay your attention on it like a hand on warm water, and it will let you. You can reach in anytime you like and take hold of the very thing that has been holding you. But there is no need to reach for anything yet. Let the thought just hover there, soft and unhurried, at the edge of sleep, that the most faithful rhythm of your life is also, gently, the only one that was ever yours to take up, and let it carry you a little further down, while the breath goes on, slow and sure, exactly as it always has. And so you can turn toward it now, gently, the way you might turn toward a low light across a quiet room, not reaching, not yet, just letting your attention drift over to it. Because of all the slow workings down there in the dark of you, this is the strange one, the kind one, the single one that will let you in. Think of the others for just a moment, softly, only to set them beside this. The heart, down there beneath the breath, keeping its own faithful time, you cannot reach it. You cannot ask it to slow, cannot lay your hand on its rhythm and lengthen it the way you'd stretch a long note. It beats as it pleases, far below your knowing, and it has never once asked you what you'd prefer. The slow tides of the body, deeper still, the warmth that comes and goes, the long, quiet labors that keep you whole while you sleep, none of those will answer your attention. They go on entirely without you, sealed away in the dark, doing their good work behind a door you cannot open. But this one, this slow rise and slow fall, this one will open to you. That is the small wonder at the center of it, worth lying still and turning over. The breath is the one deep thing you are allowed to reach. The body keeps it down there with all the others, with all the things you cannot touch, and yet it leaves this one door unlocked. You can lay your attention on the breath like a hand on warm water and feel it answer. It is the body's secret offered up to you, the one rhythm that runs itself and also, somehow, waits to see if you'd like to take the helm a while. And you can if you choose. You can take it up right now, gently, just to feel the truth of it. You can draw the next breath a little longer, let it come in slow, slower than it came on its own, drawn out long and smooth and unhurried, all the way down. You can deepen it, let it sink further into you than it troubled to go a moment ago. You can hold it, soft and still, at the top, where it likes to hang anyway, and keep it there a heartbeat or two by your own quiet wish. You can shape it the way you'd shape a single held note, letting it swell and thin and fade, bending it slightly to your will. For these few breaths, you are the one keeping time. The keeper has handed you the rhythm, just for now, just to let you feel it in your own two hands. It's a curious thing to feel, that small steering. As though you'd come down to the water and found the slow tide willing, for a little while, to move the way you asked it to. There is nothing else in the body quite like it, nothing else so deep that also so willingly answers. And it is worth feeling once or twice, slowly, just so you know it is there, just so you understand what kind of thing this breath is. Yours to shape, yours to slow, yours to lengthen and soften with nothing but your wish. And then, this is the part to rest against. The moment you forget it, it goes right on. You don't have to hand it back carefully, the way you'd hand back something fragile. You only have to look away. Let your mind wander, even for an instant, off toward some other thought, and the breath simply resumes its own slow time without you, without a stumble, without the smallest catch, as though it had been breathing itself perfectly the whole while and merely allowed you to imagine you were helping. There is no seam where you let go and it takes back over. There is no jolt, no gap, no moment when it falters and has to find its footing again. It was already breathing. It never stopped. You only laid your hand on a wheel that was turning on its own, and when you lift your hand, it goes on turning, smooth and sure, exactly as it did before you touched it. So you cannot truly take it from the keeper. That's the gentle truth underneath the small power of steering it. You can borrow the rhythm, but you cannot keep it. It is lent to your attention for as long as your attention lasts, which is never very long, lying here, drowsy, with the dark coming in soft at the edges. And the instant your attention thins, it slips quietly back to the one who has always held it. You were never really in charge. You were allowed to feel in charge for a few slow breaths, the way a child is allowed to hold the wheel while another's hands stay near. The keeper never let go. It only made a little room for you and waited, patient as ever, for you to drift off again so it could carry on alone. And here is the kindest thing of all, the thing that lets you stop minding it entirely. You couldn't hold it to any harm even if you tried. Think of that, gently, because it is one of the softest mercies in the whole quiet machinery of you. Suppose you took the breath fully in hand and meant to keep it, to hold it still, and not let the next one come. You couldn't. You haven't the power. You would hold, and somewhere down in the deep of you, a small want would begin to rise. Not a fright, not a struggle, just a quiet wanting, a soft insistence growing slowly stronger, until very gently it overruled you. The body would simply take the breath you were withholding, kindly, the way you'd lift a tired thing's hand off a stove. Your wish would lose. The keeper would win, as it was always going to win, and you would breathe again, whether you'd meant to or not. There is such tenderness in that, when you lie still and feel it rightly. You are cared for against your own will. Some part of you loves you more steadily than your own passing whims, and it will not let those whims do you the smallest harm. You could decide, foolishly, to stop, and it would quietly overrule the decision every time, without anger, without alarm, the way a patient hand draws a sleeper back from the edge of the bed. The want for air just rises and gently has its way. You don't even have to trust yourself with the breath. The keeper does not trust the breath to your whims, and that is a kindness, not an insult. It means you can lay the whole thing down knowing it cannot come to grief in your keeping, because it was never really in your keeping at all. And it goes further down than waking, that faithfulness. Even past the soft edge where you slip out of yourself, where the thinking dissolves, and there is no one left to mind anything. Even there, it does not stop. If you let go of everything tonight, all the way down, the breath will simply go on without anyone watching it, the way it has gone on through every night of your life. There is no place you can fall to that is deeper than its keeping. You cannot outrun it into sleep. You cannot let go so completely that it lets go too. The moment your hold loosens, it is already there, already breathing you, already carrying the rhythm on into the dark exactly as it always has. So that letting go is perfectly safe, because the thing you'd be afraid to drop is the one thing that cannot be dropped. So it can never really be forced, and it can never really be kept. Sit with that softly, because it loosens something. You cannot force it, push as you might, the keeper overrules you. And you cannot keep it, hold as you might, your attention thins and it slips home. The breath does not belong to the part of you that decides things, the part that grips and plans and worries it might lose what it loves. It belongs to the part of you that doesn't need you at all, the old part, the quiet keeper. The breath is its own and always was, and you were only ever a guest beside it, allowed to watch, allowed to lay a hand on it now and then, never once the owner of it. And what a relief that turns out to be, here at the end of a long day, with nothing left in you that wants to hold on to one more thing. Because if it cannot be forced, then there is no use bracing for it. And if it cannot be kept, then there is no use clutching at it. The one thing in you that you might have tried to control turns out to be the one thing that gently, kindly, will not be controlled, and so you are free of it. Free to stop steering. Free to lift your hand off the wheel for good tonight, and let the slow tide move you however it pleases. So let the holding go. Whatever small grip you took up a few breaths ago, just to feel that you could let it open. You don't need it. You were never keeping the breath alive. It was keeping you. There is nothing here to manage, nothing to guide, nothing to get right before you're allowed to rest. Lift your attention off it the way you'd lift a hand from something warm, slowly, with a little gratitude, and let it be the keepers again, wholly, the way it has been all along. And watch, as you let it go, what it does when no one is shaping it. Notice how it does not race, does not falter, does not need your wish to steady it. Left entirely alone, untouched, unminded, it only wants one thing: to grow longer, to grow softer, to slow itself all on its own, easing out a little further each time, settling a little lower, the out-breath spending itself more slowly into the dark with no one asking it to. You did not tell it to lengthen. It is lengthening anyway. You did not ask it to soften. It is softening anyway, the way a thing finally set down softens, the way water goes still once the hand is lifted from it. Slower now, and slower and kinder, drifting out long and low into the quiet, while you do nothing at all but let it. Notice the breath leaving now, just the going out of it, how slow it has become, how much slower than the coming in. The air drifts up out of you and away into the dark, unhurried, in no rush to be anywhere, and as it goes, you might feel something in you go with it. Some small loosening, some quiet letting down each time the breath spends itself and is gone. You don't have to make that happen. It is happening on its own. The way the day loosens its grip on the sky long after the sun has gone. The light easing out of things slowly, slowly, without anyone deciding it should. It has always been this way, the long breath out. It is, perhaps, the oldest calm there is, older than any word for calm, older than any way you were ever taught to find it. Long before anyone thought to give it a name, the body already knew that to breathe out slowly was to grow quiet. A sigh knew it. A held breath, finally let go, knew it. The body has been using the slow exhale to settle itself since the very beginning, since long before there was a you to notice. It is the body's own way of growing calm, its first language for safety, spoken softly to itself in the dark, whenever it needs to come down. And you've known it your whole life, even when you didn't know you knew it. Think how often a long breath out has come to you all on its own at the end of something. The slow sigh after a hard day, drawn up from somewhere deep and let go all at once, and how the smallest bit of the weight seemed to leave on it. The breath you didn't plan, after you set a heavy thing down at last. The body reaching, without being asked, for the one thing it has always trusted to ease it, the long way out, the slow spending, the air carried up and let go into the air. It was never something you had to learn. It was something you already were. So feel what the out-breath does as it leaves, tonight, slow as it is now. Feel how it loosens something on the way. Not because you told it to, you didn't say a word to it, but because that is simply what the long exhale does. It loosens. Something in the shoulders, maybe, that had been holding on without your knowing, gives a little, settles, lets the weight of the arms hang heavier than before. Something across the chest unclenches by a hair, opens a little softer around the breath. And the day itself, whatever of it you were still half carrying down into the dark with you, that loosens too, a fraction with every slow going out. The way a hand that has gripped something a long while finally, finger by finger, lets it go. You needn't do any of that loosening yourself. That's the gentle part. You couldn't manage all of it at once even if you tried. All the small holdings-on scattered through the body, the ones you don't even have names for, tucked into the jaw and the brow and the long muscles of the back. You can't reach them all by deciding to, but the exhale reaches them. The slow breath out moves through all of it without being told, undoing one small knot and then another, asking your permission for none of them. You only have to let the air leave slowly, and it does the quiet work for you. The way warm water finds every cold place without being shown where to go. And as the out-breath lengthens, and it is lengthening, drawing out longer and lower than it was even a few breaths ago, notice how everything inside seems to settle a half step lower along with it. As though the whole of you were easing down by small degrees, the way a house settles in the evening, one soft sound at a time, sinking gently toward the ground it has stood on all along. Each long breath out, and something lets down another notch. Each one, and you are a little lower than before, a little nearer the floor of yourself, a little closer to the still place, underneath all the small commotion of being awake. It is such a small motion to carry so much. Just the air going out, slower than it came. And yet ride it down a few times, and you can feel how it lowers you, not the breath alone, but the heart easing behind it, slowing a touch to match, the way one quiet thing in a room makes the others quiet too. There's no effort in it anywhere. It is all downward, all easing, all letting go. The lift, then the longer, slower spending. And each spending leaves you a half step softer than it found you, until you can hardly tell where one settling ends and the next begins. Only that you are sinking, gently, the way a leaf comes down through still air, turning, unhurried, in no danger at all of falling too fast. Because that is what the slow breath out is really doing, underneath the loosening. It is telling you that you are safe. That's the oldest message in it, the one the body has been sending itself since the first creature ever sighed in the dark and felt better for it. A long, slow exhale is the body's own quiet way of saying, in the language it spoke before any other, there is nothing to run from now, nothing to brace against. You can let down your guard, you can lower yourself, you can come all the way down because it is safe here, it is safe now. The breath only lengthens like this when nothing is chasing you. So when you feel it lengthen, and you can feel it, that is the body deciding, somewhere far below your thinking, that it is finally safe enough to slow. There's a deep comfort in that, when you lie still and let it reach you. You don't have to convince yourself you're safe tonight. You don't have to talk yourself down from anything, or reason your way toward calm, or do anything at all with the worrying part of the mind. The body is saying it for you, in a language older and surer than thinking, saying it with every slow breath out, over and over gently, the way you'd murmur to something small and tired until it stopped fretting and let its eyes close. Safe now. Safe now. Down you come. And the worrying part of you, hearing it in that old wordless tongue, begins at last to believe it and to quiet and to come down too. And the softest thing of all is that none of this needs doing on purpose. You may have noticed the breath lengthening as I spoke of it, and that's all right, but you don't have to lengthen it. You don't have to manage the exhale or measure it or make it slower than it wants to be. Look, it is already slowing. It was slowing before I ever mentioned it. Left entirely alone, drowsy, untended, the breath has been easing out longer and lower of its own accord this whole while, softening itself towards sleep without a single instruction from you. The way it always does, as the body comes down for the night. The calm is not something you have to produce. It is something already underway. So you can take your hands off even this. You don't have to help the breath be calming. It is calming all by itself, doing the oldest, simplest thing it knows, with no help and no overseeing and no part of you keeping watch. Every slow exhale is loosening what it loosens, settling what it settles, telling the body what it has always told it. And all of that is happening below you now, beneath your noticing, whether you follow it or not. You could stop following this very moment, and the long breaths out would go right on easing you down, lower and lower, kinder and kinder, into the dark. Let them then. Let the out-breath be as long as it likes, and let it carry you down as far as it likes. The chest is quieter now than it was when we began, slower, softer, rising less and settling more, spending itself in long, unhurried tides that ask nothing of you. There is so little movement left in it, just the smallest lift, and then the long, slow giving back, again and again, each one a little gentler than the last, each one telling you the same old soft thing, until the telling and the believing become one drowsy thing, and you can no longer quite tell them apart. And as the chest grows still and quiet, as the breath goes out long and low and disappears into the room, you might find your thought drifting outward with it, past the edge of you, out to where the breath goes. Because it does go somewhere, that warm air, when it leaves you. It doesn't simply stop at the dark beyond your lips. It drifts out into the room and mingles and moves on. And the cool that comes back to take its place came from somewhere too, before it ever found its way to you. So let the slow exhale carry the mind out along with it, gently, out past the chest and past the room, to the air itself. Where it comes from, this air you've been borrowing all your life, and where it goes again each time you let it leave you, out into the wide, quiet world that has been breathing alongside you all along. And none of this air is really yours to keep. You only borrow it a moment, warm it, and let it go again. The same air that has drifted slowly through the whole breathing world long before you. That's a soft thing to lie here and turn over slowly, now that the chest has gone so quiet. Not one of these breaths belongs to you, not truly. Each one is only lent, drawn in for a little while, held a moment in the warm dark of you, and then given back, given freely back to the room and the night and whatever waits beyond the window. You never owned a single breath. You only ever passed it through. Think of it that way, gently, with no need to make anything of it. The air comes in cool and a little strange, never having been inside you before, and it leaves warm, having been yours for the space of one slow round, and then it is gone, out into the dark, no longer yours at all. In and out, borrowed and returned, borrowed and returned. Like waves a long way out that the shore neither makes nor keeps, only lets come and lets go, come and go, all night long, asking to hold none of it. And the air you're breathing now, this very air, the cool of it on the way in, it has come such a long way to reach you. It didn't begin here, in this room. It has been wandering the wide world for a very long time, going its slow rounds, far older and far more traveled than you. It has lain over fields somewhere, in some season you'll never know, moving through tall grass in the dark. It has hung above oceans, drifted low across cold gray water, risen off the warm of some far-off afternoon. It has been weather. It has been wind. It has been the still air of rooms you have never stood in and never will. And tonight, after all of that wandering, a little of it has found its way here to you to be breathed once, quietly, and let go again. There's something so soft in that, lying here at the edge of sleep. The very same air. It moved through the world long before it ever moved through you, and it will go on moving through the world long after, never staying anywhere, never belonging to anyone, least of all to you, who only get to keep it for the length of one slow breath. You are not the owner of this air. You are a place it passes through, briefly, warmly, on its endless slow rounds, the way a traveler passes through a town in the night and is gone by morning, and the town never truly held them at all. And it has gone through others, this air. That's the tenderest part, if you let the thought come softly enough not to wake you. The same air, going its rounds, has been breathed before countless times, by countless others, by everything that has ever drawn a breath. It has risen and fallen in chests like yours, in the dark, in sleep, a long time ago and far from here. It has been the slow breath of someone tired at the end of their own long day. It has been a sigh, somewhere, that you'll never hear. It has filled lungs and left them and drifted on, over and over, through so many breathing things, for so long, that there is no telling now where it has been or whom it has kept. Only that it has kept many, and asked nothing, and moved on each time, the way it is moving on from you now. So you are not breathing alone, even here, even in the dark with everyone you love asleep, and the house gone still. You are breathing the world's own air, the same air the whole breathing world is sharing this very night, drawn in somewhere, given back somewhere, passed quietly hand to hand among everything alive. Every creature with breath in it is borrowing from the same slow tide you are, taking a little, warming it, letting it go. You are joined to all of them by this, softly, without ever having to do a thing, joined to every sleeping thing on the dark side of the turning world. All of you breathing the one shared air, in and out, in and out. None of you keeping any of it. For a little while it is in you. That's all. For one round, one slow rise and slow fall, the air is yours. And then it goes on, out into the night, shared out again among everything that breathes, off to be some other breath. Somewhere, in some chest you'll never know, on its slow way around the world again. You hold it for a moment. You never hold it for long. And the moment your hold loosens, it drifts on, the way it always does, the way it is meant to, given back so easily that you never even feel it leave. And how small that makes you, lying here, but small in the kindest way, the way that lets the shoulders down even further. You are one small passing through. One brief, warm place the air moves through, on a tide that was going its rounds long before you arrived, and will go them long after. The breath did not begin with you. This borrowing and returning, this slow exchange between the body and the wide, dark air, it is far older than you, older than anyone, an ancient, quiet trade that has been going on since the first breathing thing, and you have simply been let into it for a while. You are not the tide. You are a little eddy in it, turning softly for a little time. And there is such rest in being small like that, in being only a passing through, with nothing the whole great tide is asking you to hold up or keep going or get right. You don't have to carry the tide. You never did. It carries you. It has been carrying you the whole time, this slow exchange, drawing in and giving back without the least help from you, and it would carry you just the same if you forgot it entirely. Which, of course, is the soft, strange thing underneath all of this, the thing that keeps coming quietly back. The surest rhythm of your whole life is the one you have almost never had to attend to. The one thing you could least afford to lose is the one thing you have spent the least care on. And it has never minded. It has never faltered for your forgetting. Lie with that a moment slowly, because it is one of the gentlest truths there is. You could have forgotten the breath for years. You very nearly have. Whole stretches of your life have gone by, long seasons, busy years, days beyond counting, in which you never once turned your mind to it, never thanked it, never gave it a single thought, and it kept you all the same. It did not wait for your attention before it would keep you alive. It did not stop when you stopped noticing. It asked nothing, and it kept on, year after forgotten year, the truest and most faithful thing in you. Faithful precisely through all the time you forgot it most. Imagine forgetting anything else that completely and being kept by it anyway. Anything you have to remember falls away the moment you stop tending it, but not this. This is the one thing in your whole life that goes on perfectly without your remembering. The one rhythm you can let fall entirely out of mind for years on end and trust, without even knowing you're trusting it, to keep you breathing through every forgotten hour. It does not need your minding. It never has. That's why you've been able to set it down so completely, so often, for so long. Because some old, faithful part of you was always holding it, whether you knew or not. And so there is nothing to take up tonight, nothing to remember, nothing to keep hold of. If you could forget it for years and be kept, you can surely forget it for one night and be kept. You can let it slip entirely out of your attention, the way it has slipped out 1,000 times before. And it will go on without you, borrowing and returning, drawing the cool in and letting the warm go. All night long, faithful in exactly the way it has always been faithful, quietly, unasked, and untroubled by your forgetting. Let the wide thought begin to thin now, the way the breath itself is thinning. You don't have to follow the air all the way out into the world anymore. You don't have to hold the whole great tide in mind, all the fields and oceans and countless others, all the slow rounds it goes. Let that drift, gently, the way a far thought drifts loose at the edge of sleep and floats off without resistance. It was only ever a soft place to rest the mind for a while, and the mind is too sleepy now to roam so far. Let it come home. Let it come back from the wide world slowly, the way you'd come in from a long walk in the cold and shut the door soft behind you. Back past the oceans, back past the fields, back past the room and its dark corners, back to here, to the small warm fact of one breath, your breath, this one, moving quietly in the dark. Just this one. Just the slow rise, still happening, and the slow fall, still happening, the cool drawn in and the warm let go. The whole vast borrowing narrowed down now to this single small tide, moving softly in you, here, in the dark. That is enough. That is more than enough. Just the one breath going on slow and low and unhurried, asking nothing, keeping you the way it has always kept you. You don't need the wide thought anymore. You only need this, the small rise, the small fall, the warm air slipping out into the quiet, the cool drifting back. One breath. And then, on its own, the next. And the night is large and soft all around it, and you are small and safe inside it, and there is nothing left to do. So let it grow quiet now, all of it, the wide and the near alike. Let the great tide go on without your watching, out there in the dark, and let your whole attention settle down small and soft onto this one breath. This single slow round moving in you, ready now, almost, to be handed back for the night, to the one who has always kept it while you rest. So let it go now. You don't have to take a single breath tonight on purpose. Not one. Not the next one, not any of them. You can stop here, just stop, and let the watching fall away. The breath does not need you watching it. It never did. You have seen that now, all evening long, how it kept on through every hour you forgot it, how it overruled you when you tried to hold it, how it slipped home to its keeper the moment your attention thinned. So you can let the watching go too. It was only ever a way of being near it, and you are near it now without trying. You can stop following along. That's allowed here at the very end of the day. You have followed it so faithfully tonight, down the slow rise and the slow fall, out into the borrowed air and back again, and you don't have to follow it any further. The breath will go on with you or without you. It would rather you rest. Let your attention come unmoored from it, gently, the way a boat comes loose from a dock at the softest touch and drifts and is carried and does not have to row. There's nothing left to mind. Feel how that loosens something low in you. All night the breath will rise and fall, and not one of those breaths is yours to oversee. You can take your hands off entirely. You can lie here with your hands open in the dark and let the whole slow rhythm be someone else's to keep. The one who has always kept it, the quiet keeper far down in the oldest part of you, who has never once let you fall. So hand it back to that keeper now. Give it over, the whole thing, the way you hand back the day. You set the day down a little while ago, didn't you? The things said and unsaid, the small worries, the long lists. You let them go down into the dark and you didn't carry them with you. Hand the breath back the same way. Lay it down. Pass it home. It was never really in your keeping anyway. You only borrowed your attention back to it now and then. Give even that back tonight. Let it return, all of it, to the one who has counted every breath of your life and never needed your help to count the next. It will take it gladly. It always has. There is no moment of fumbling in the handing over, no gap where the breath might falter while it changes hands, because it never truly left those hands at all. You are only loosening your fingers from a thing that was already being held. So loosen them. Let the rhythm be wholly the keeper's again, the way it was before you were ever old enough to wonder at it, the way it has been through every night you slept clean through. Hand it back and feel how nothing changes when you do. How the breath goes on, exactly as sure, exactly as slow, the instant you stop holding it. Not one breath tonight has to be taken on purpose. Let that be the last thing you understand before the understanding, too, goes soft. There is no breath waiting for you to decide it. None of them needs your willing. They will come whether you reach for them or not, and you don't have to reach. The reaching is over now. The next breath is already on its way to you without a single thought from you, drawn in by the old faithfulness, drifting in cool and quiet while you do nothing at all. You couldn't take them on purpose all night even if you wished to. You'll be asleep. And that is the kindest part, that the breath does not wait for you to be awake before it will keep you. It will go on down in the dark of your sleep just as it has gone on down in the dark of every sleep you've ever slept. You will let go of everything, all the way down, past your name, past your thoughts, past any you that could decide a single thing, and it will keep on. Slow and sure, carrying you on into the night, exactly as it always has. So they will come on their own, each one, the slow rise on its own, and they will leave on their own the long fall, the warm air let go into the dark on its own. In and out, all night long with no one steering, no one counting, no one keeping the smallest watch. The cool drawn in, the warm let go. Over and over, soft and unhurried, through every hour of the dark, while you lie here far below it all, asleep and are breathed. You don't have to be there for it. That's what lets you go. The breath will rise 1,000 times tonight and fall 1,000 times, and you needn't witness a single one. It will tend you in the deep place where you aren't, the way it always has, faithful in exactly the dark you cannot follow it into. You can disappear entirely into sleep and trust, without even the effort of trusting, that it will be breathing you the whole way through, and breathing you still when the light comes back. So let go of even this last thing, this soft attention you've been resting on the breath all evening. Let it loosen now and slip and fall away. It was the last thing you were holding. You set down the day and then the wide thought of the world, and then the air, and then the watching, one by one, until only this was left, this small nearness to the breath, this gentle keeping company. Let that go too. You don't need it anymore. You can let it dissolve like everything else has dissolved. Quietly, with no effort, the way the last light goes out of a room without anyone deciding it should. There's nothing underneath it that you have to hold instead. That's the soft floor of all of this. When you let go of the breath, you don't fall, you are caught already by the thing you were letting go of. It is holding you. It has been holding you the whole time. So letting go is not losing your grip on something. It is finally believing you were never the one holding on. Let your hands open all the way. There is nothing left in them that you have to keep. And now just be breathed. Let it happen to you. Let the breath move in you the way the tide moves in the bay, not asked, not steered, not yours, just a slow coming in and a slow going out that you happen to be resting inside of. You are not the one breathing now. You are the one being breathed. There is such rest in that small turning around. Nothing to do, nothing to take up. Just to lie here, soft and open, and be moved gently by something kinder than your own will. Be breathed slowly in the dark. The rise comes and you let it come. The fall comes and you let it go. You don't lift the breath, it lifts. You don't spend it, it spends itself. Cool in, warm out. And each one a little slower than the last, a little softer, a little further down, and you needn't even notice that anymore. You can stop noticing. The noticing can sleep now too. Let the words go quiet. Let even this voice grow far and soft, the way sounds do when sleep is close there, but no longer asking anything of you, no longer needing to be followed. You can let it drift off at the edge of the dark. You don't have to hold on to it. There is nothing more to understand. It was all only ever a way of bringing you here to this, to the breath, going on, and you letting it. So rest now. The breath is the keeper's again, wholly. It will rise and fall all night without you. There is not one thing left for you to do, not one thing left to hold, not one breath to take on purpose between now and the morning. Just this, the slow rise, the slow fall, warm out into the dark, cool back in. On its own, without you. Slow and sure and kind. All night long. Let it carry you down now. Down and down. And be breathed softly in the dark until the light comes back on its own, the way it always has.